Today we have a 2016 Chevy City Express, as you can see here. This is the LS model right here. Right, and I'm doing the front brakes and rotors. Also, I was working on these rear ones. I finished them out, but I'll show you exactly what I did. I'm about to do the front brakes. All right, guys, I have my drum out just to let you know, if you're doing this, if you have drum out, do not compress that piston in the front. All right, you got to put the drums on and then compress that piston. All right, because the cylinder in the back will shoot out and you will lose fluid. All right, guys, so pay attention to that. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do here is, let me go get my light. I'll work on this together. Brakes and rotors, the customer brought me this stuff, and the part number on this brakes is ACT568 Akebono, and the rotor I don't have a part number on. So you're gonna need number 14 with the ratchet, a pry bar, a wire brush, and a compressed tool or C-clamp, right? And then number 17 with the impact gun. To start off this job, we're gonna remove the number 14 down here in the back. So let me grab my ratchet and I'll put it on reverse. So we're really gonna remove one bolt there to pick out this caliper, and we could just twist it off and put it on the top. Alright, and this is where the pry bar comes handy. You're gonna take this pry bar and we're gonna try to get this caliper out. You could do it down here, but I don't want to damage the hardware kit, because this car, the customer bring the brakes in, there's no hardware in the box. Right, there it goes. All right, and then we can slide this off, pop that rubber boot off. We're gonna put these little retainers back on. So these two, put it down here somewhere. And here comes the brake pads. Just pull them off. All right, guys, the brake pads should come off. If they don't come off, use your pry bar to pry them off. So there goes the brake pads. And what we're gonna do next is, right in the back here, we're gonna take off the two 17s. These are 19 millimeters. So we'll impact this on. Put your hand on it, don't put your face close to it, because this will, we're gonna stop if it's stuck to the bracket. Alright, what I was trying to say is, if this bolt is stuck to the bracket, it will make the whole thing turn like that. Alright, and let's go back. And now we can remove the rotor. Simple. Alright, guys, make sure you clean all the dirt, debris on this hub here. Put grease if you want. Alright, let me grab some grease, and my grease is back there. Let me go grab it. And I'll take my grease and I'll just put a little slack of it all over here. This will smooth the rotor onto the hub. Alright, so next we're gonna take the rotor and we're gonna put the rotor on. And if you want, if you like, take one of your lugs. Usually I like to do it on the bottom. Alright, these lugs are rough, so forget about it. Usually if you put a lug on, it will hold it for you, just like that. Alright, anyways, next we're gonna take this bracket and we're gonna clean the surface where the brakes are gonna sit. Use a mask and a wire brush. Yes, clean that off, and then we're gonna go back here again, and this is ready to go on. So we're gonna take our bracket, we're gonna line the bracket and the bolts. and we're gonna tighten both of these bolts. All right, this one did not catch thread. Must have missed it. All right, okay, neither one did catch the thread. Why? There goes a little rubber boot. I gotta pick that up. All right, now we can tighten both of these. Alright guys, so one of these brakes will have a little sensor. Brake wear indicator is like a little clip here that goes on the passenger side. On the driver's side it does not have that. So next, just take your brake pads, get them in there easily and nicely. Alright, alright, there it goes guys. And after this, remember guys, I have my drums off, so I'm gonna pause the video to compress this piston back. This is dual piston. Let me set it up and then I'll get the back brakes done and then we'll come back. Alright guys, so we're gonna use the brake pad here to compress this. We're gonna compress this in and then we'll continue. Alright guys, so next I did the back brake, so I'm back here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna compress these pistons. This is dual piston. You could use a C-clamp in this, but what I like to do is you push this one in, and then the second one, the tool is gonna force the brake pad to push the second one in. All right, so you don't have to work too hard there. All right guys, there we have it. All right, next what I like to do is I like to put a little bit of grease here, a little bit of grease there. All right, and I know I dropped my rubber boot, so I'm gonna go grab that little boot. Here, I got it. This is a little boot I dropped from back here, guys. So make sure if you did drop it, make sure you get it and make sure you put it on. All right. And it slips right on just like that, right? Once we have that, guys, and don't forget the little retainers here. So what I like to do is I like to have my caliper ready to come down, and I'll take my retainers. These are not too strong, so they shouldn't push the brake pads out, right? And you're gonna put the caliper in, and don't forget to tighten your number 14 bolt out there. All right guys, and make sure you clean the surface of the rotor here, guys, because this one is coated, so you don't need to clean this. It has paint on it, but if yours doesn't have paint, you probably have grease on it, so make sure you clean that off. All right guys, so that's it. Bada bing, bada boom, we're done. All right, that's it guys. Thank you, subscribe, bye bye, and I'll see you on the next one. If you guys have any questions, please let me know, and we'll see you on the next one.